Okay, good morning friends. So today we will discuss about the chemical changes, physical changes. We have already discussed the last class. So today, this is the terms for the chemical changes. You can see, first of all, what is chemical change? In chemical changes, when two substances or compounds or molecules or elements or atoms react to each other, form new compound with the new properties. That is called chemical change. First, when two or more than two elements, compound, molecules are react to each other, new substance or new compound form with new properties called chemical change or chemical reaction, called chemical change or chemical reaction This is the definition: when two or more than two elements, compounds, molecules react to each other to form new compound form with new properties. This is called chemical change or chemical reaction. You can give the example. Like when carbon burn in the presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide will form. When burning of paper burn in the presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide form and heat energy. Actually, paper is made from cellulose, and cellulose is made from the carbon, cellulose. Okay, means in this chemical chain, if substance change their properties, it is not going to convert easily. This is called chemical chain. It is an irreversible chain, like growth of the growth of the plant. These are all means whenever if chemical change take place, there should be new properties. Means whatever the properties form, that will not correlate with the early compounds. Means the original compound. This is called chemical change. For this we have to so many other chemical reactions. You just see here. So in this series, the first reaction is very simple here. You can say the first reaction is rusting of iron. Okay. When an iron object exposed to the atmosphere for the long period, red flaky layer will form. This reaction, this layer is called rust, and this process is called rusting. It's called rusting. You can see the reaction also. Fe plus O2 plus water. Both oxygen means air and water are required for the rusting. You just see here Fe2O3 dot XH2O. This is called iron oxide. It's a rust. This is iron oxide. Actually, why it's happened? See, I have written here X. The amount of the water is not certain, not fixed. It depends on the amount of moisture available or present in the atmosphere. So it may vary place to place. In the in coastal region, the molecule of water will be more. In the desert or dry area, it's a very a small number of the water molecule. So this is called the rusting. You can give the other example also. Burning of magnesium ribbon. So many examples you can give that happens surrounding us. The burning of magnesium ribbon. Burning of magnesium ribbon. Actually, when magnesium burns in the presence of oxygen, it will convert into magnesium oxide. Okay. The color of magnesium oxide is white ash. When magnesium burns, it will have a strong white light flame. It is also known as dazzling white. It is this flame, this dazzling light of magnesium oxide is a very, very dangerous. Even if you just stare for the long time, due to this, our retina may burn. That's why you should not stare for the long time. This you just see with the one little look on that flame. Otherwise, that is very dangerous. That can burn our retina, and you can become blind. Okay. So after this, other reaction also. You can see so many reactions. That when copper sulfate, third reaction is the copper sulfate. When copper sulfate react with iron sulfate. Iron only. What is formed? That iron sulfate plus copper. Means you can write here, instead of copper sulfate, you can write the formula of copper sulfate. Okay, the formula of copper sulfate. Okay, see 5H2. Actually, this is called blue vitriol. Actually, this 5H2 is known as water of crystallization. What is a water of crystallization? Actually, water of crystallization is the fixed molecule of water that maintain the crystal form, means pure form of the particular salt, and the number of molecules of water depend on different salts. Okay, that is called water crystallization. You can just see water crystallization. Here 5H2O is water of crystallization for the salt. If you want to know what is crystallization, what is the water crystallization, then what is the water crystallization, then you can just define it. It is Higgs molecule of water that maintain the crystal form, of the salt, of the pure salt. Okay. For this, we can give some example of this salt, pure salt. We can give this example. Just see some example: blue vitriol, green vitriol. Okay. You just see the example. This type of example generally asked in that competitive examination like NTSC and NBA. Some examples of crystal salt means pure salt. Just see example. 1. Copper sulfate, I-2. The iron sulfate, 7H2O. C. Magnesium sulfate, 10H2O. D. Zinc sulfate, magnesium sulfate, 12H2O. Zinc sulfate, 10H2O. And you can just see another salt, K2SO4 dot Al2SO4 thrice 24H2O. You just see the name of the compound. This is called blue vitriol. This is called green vitriol. These are the common name of this compound. Green vitriol. This is called Epsom salt. This is called white vitriol, zinc sulfate, white vitriol. Okay, this is called potash alum. This is called pitcairn, potash alum. This is also known as pitcairn. So you can see the water of crystallization. These are the water of crystallization, and these are the crystal salt. Generally, this question used to ask into the NDA as well as the NTSC and other examination. So these are the very important in the field of science. You should learn, you should remember, and you just write. You just make the notebook this type of question. Okay, thank you. Then after this, you will have the how will form the crystal salt from the powder of copper sulfate, and what is the galvanization, and what is the ozone layer depletion. Thanks.